Alright, blockheads. So, Orlando Harley got a couple more FXDRs in. Gloss black, flat black, got the white. So, if you guys watched my original test ride video on this, you know that I liked the bike quite a bit. I got a couple more in, so I figured, let's go on another test ride, see if I still like it. So they got this one ready, and we're just gonna give it a little test ride. Oh, we gotta get this cap all squared away. There we go. Get the dust off of it. So coming to a stop, it would definitely be like a 1-footer for me, just because not wanting to have my calves on the primary or the exhaust. So I did a test ride on an Indian Scout recently, and the positioning feels very, very similar. I'm gonna grab my gloves. So if you guys are interested in the tech specs and all that stuff, go watch my first test ride video. It's not often that I do a second test ride on a bike. The only reason I'd ever do that is if the bike gave me what a couple of you users call bike envy. Get a photo of it? Yeah.
I can't you buy it?
See, people got love for the FXDR. Hey, Reese, you said this is good to go, right?
Yeah, that's the one with the 3 bars, yep.
Okay, cool, I'll be back. That's funny. That guy said this is the one that he came to buy. They got a couple more. Should have given him a sticker. Anyways, like I was saying, if you guys are interested in all the tech specs and all that stuff, and the impressions on my first ride, be sure to go check out the link at the end of the video. I'll be sure to link one of the thumbnails that's displayed at the end to the video. Yeah, basically the only reason I do a second test ride is if the feeling of the bike kind of sticks with me, and the feeling of this bike did stick with me a bit. And I'm gonna go a little bit of an untraditional route for a test ride, because I'm gonna get it out on some more highway style, so that I can feel it on highway. As always, big thanks to Orlando Harley for letting me do a test ride. Damn, those are with the left turns here, man. Looks like people are just hugging. So the mirrors do have that issue of I'm looking at my arms. In order to see directly behind me, I gotta lift my arm up. So yeah, you guys see how I stopped that time? Left foot is up, right foot is down. So it's more like stopping like if I were on a sport bike. Yeah, sport bikes are generally taller, you know. So if you can't flat foot, I can flat foot it. But if I do flat foot it, my calves are touching. But this is a good solution, right? 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Anyways, one of the things I liked a lot about the FXDR the first time I test rode it was the way it felt very smooth, and the amount of power, obviously, you know, with the 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8. I'm really drawn to bikes, obviously, because of the aesthetics. I think, you know, obviously a lot of us are. The aesthetics of this bike, I feel like the bike doesn't photograph well, but in person, it looks freaking awesome. So I'm a big fan of it. Now, the reason I was thinking about getting one of these is because, you know, I could get it for a pretty decent price, since I work closely with Orlando Harley-Davidson. I could get rid of my current Dyna Lowrider S, which is a 2-year production model, for a really decent price, since it's really sought after right now. I could actually buy a project Dyna that I could build out into what I want, while also having this one as kind of like my daily. Jesus, man, that lean angle. Awesome. Yeah, while having this one as like my reliable daily, and then having the Dyna, you know, as a project, and I could build that out into like a monster. I hope those freaking keys hang on. This bike feels nice. Man, it's crazy for as big as a bike as it is. It does feel like you can throw it around a bit. Great braking. I do not trust these keys. Nope. Putting them in the pocket. Yeah, for as big as a rear tire is, being a 240, it actually handles quite well. You know, the skinnier front tire, the higher stance on the bike definitely gives it some nice handling. It's surprising. So it's low to the ground, or it appears low to the ground. Yeah, it appears low to the ground, but it has a good lean angle for a Harley. Freaking Orlando, man. I wish I could just take this thing out to Sugarloaf. It'd be so nice. These mirrors, not a fan. It sucks being in the freaking city. It'd be real awesome if I could take this thing out to Sugarloaf and do a test ride like I did on Indian.
Is that like a V-Rod?
No, it's funny. It looks a lot like it though, right? It's Harley's brand new FXDR. Yeah, I'm doing a test ride on it right now. This is my second test ride. Yeah, check us out, man. I run a YouTube channel. I do test rides on bikes and stuff, so cool, man. Appreciate it. All right, bud. That attention, man, that the bike gets, you know? That happened all the time on my Sportster. All the time. And people love the lowrider, don't get me wrong, but it's just one of those things where, like, it kind of turns heads because it's a little something different, you know? Like, the guy thought it was a V-Rod. Yeah, though, but, like, I could only imagine this bike with an exhaust on it. Sounds so good. Ooh, it's got some power, man. God, the freaking lean angle on this thing is crazy, guys. Like, serious. I like that a lot about the bike. It's like you get to that certain point of lean and you're like, all right, I'm about to scrape, or I'm gonna scrape soon, and then you just don't hit. It's crazy. That's awesome, man. Seriously, man, I like the bike. Damn it, I like the bike a lot. I know there's so many haters out there for this bike. Seriously, like, it's pretty crazy how many haters there are out there for this damn bike. I don't know, though. I think it's one of those things you just need to go see it in person. Because, I mean, there's so many people that talk junk based on seeing something online. But, dude, unless you go out there and you actually throw a leg over the damn bike, see it in person, ride it, get a feel for it in person. Lean angle is just crazy. Like, I'm tucking my foot thinking I'm about to scrape it, and you just don't. So yeah, regarding the ergonomics though, I could definitely see how this wouldn't be a distance bike. I mean, you could ride with your back straight, you were definitely taking all the wind, you know, but you gotta also think about the application. It's not built to be a bike that's gonna like keep the wind off you. It's built and inspired from their track bikes, you know? So it's like you can't really like say that that's a con. The fact that you don't have like a front fairing, I mean, it's not a freaking touring bike. Like, this is a complete opposite of a touring bike, if anything. Just pretty funny. And I actually like this paint. It's not like it's a flat paint, but it's not like the iron. It doesn't look like it would scratch up as easy. It has a bit of a different finish to it. I could definitely understand like having mids on this thing, or like if the controls were a little bit further back. Yeah, I could definitely see where people would want to have some, like, not quite mids, like on my lowrider. I've got slightly forward mids. Freaking just the lean angle, guys. I'm loving it. You guys know I like sport bikes, right? This is kind of like satisfying that extra lean. Not anywhere close to a sport bike, obviously, but it helps to satisfy that craving a little bit. Yup, can't shake it. I still like it. Damn it. It's a bad thing. I mean, it's a bad thing for my current bike garage setup. Freaking ridiculous. I can't believe I'm not scraping any of these. It's just insane. So if it had mids, it would feel a lot like the stance of my original, what you call it, Iron 883. It is a little harder to back up. Oh yeah, and check this out. I didn't do this in the last video, but this little rear compartment just lifts up like that. You got some little rear storage space. Damn it. I like it, guys. No bueno. Everybody's like, oh, it's so plasticky. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I like sport bikes as well, that I feel like it's a nice cross. You know, you get decent lean angle. And I mean, sport bikes have plastic on them. Braking. Good. The ABS kicks in. I know there's going to be a lot of haters out there that, you know, the fact that I like this bike, but I would be really interested to see, obviously, what it looks like with this piece taken off, because underneath this, there's a traditional clamp, or traditional spots for, you know, normal bars, so you could, like, throw some risers in here, and then maybe put a drag bar on, because I do feel like I'm leaning a little forward, you know, with these clip-ons. We could have something maybe, like, a little more, like, not quite here, but, like, right here. I think that would be comfortable, you know, just to keep it level, because the bars are pretty much level with this. This is just talking about, like, from a design aesthetic standpoint. I don't know, see, but I'm already thinking about building it. I'm already thinking about what I can change. It would definitely be a challenge, and with this, if I were to do it, I would actually want to start doing like custom fabrication, because there's a couple, I mean, obviously parts aren't going to be out there that exist for this bike yet because it is new, so there are some things that I would like to possibly do to it if I were to get it that would require custom fabrication. So dude, or chick, so chick dude. Oh shit, what time is it? I need to call. Forgot I have a call today with Harley Corporate. What's up, buddy? Get the out of here, you serious? Yeah. Dude, no way.
So I figured we wrap two bikes up.
Really? Yeah? Alright, hey Blockheads, we'll be right back.